Good afternoon, and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. Good evening, whatever time it is with you around the world. There's more shocking footage came out this afternoon. There seems to be a bit of a war of words between Celtic and Rangers. Rangers have put out a statement late yesterday with regards to bringing back the full Broomland stand to Celtic fans, and they said no way there is that war of words going on between Celtic and Rangers. But Celtic today released the footage, as they do for every single game, for the unique angle footage. And this one shows the goal by Matt O'Reilly, the penalty, the easily taken penalty. But then you see when he just turns his back, a half bottle of Buckfast lands just to the side of him, just to the side of Matt O'Reilly. Now, if that had hit him on the back of the head, that would have been a serious injury to his head. It would have definitely split his open because the bottle just misses Matt O'Reilly, as you see there. I'm just going to stop it right when you see the penalty easily taken his head. It would have definitely split his open because the bottle just misses Matt O'Reilly, as you see there. I'm just going to stop it right when you see the penalty easily taken, penalty past the one and only Butland. But then as Matt turns, you actually see the bottle just land at the feet of Matt O'Reilly. Celtic have put out a bit of a statement after that disturbing footage. Celtic have today come out and condemned Rangers after another incident at Ibrox, this time where Matt O'Reilly was targeted by a glass bottle. The club spokesman says it has been confirmed today that the glass bottle was thrown at Matt yesterday's match. The repeat targeting of our players and staff with missiles is quite appalling and completely unacceptable. We have raised the serious concerns with Rangers and understand the police are investigating the matter. Is it time for more serious action to be taken against this club? Because it seems to be at least one game a season that Celtic players and fans are targeted. There have not been any fans this year because, yes, there's no away fans. And talking about the situation, yes, the situation, James Bisgrove ensures that one Rangers versus Celtic allocation factor will never be considered again. The staunchness, staunchness of the CEO of Rangers, who, let's face it, he plays to his audience. And Club 1872 or whatever the fuck it's called, the CEO, James Bisgrove, fucking who cares what his name is, has declared that the allocation for derby clashes will never be extended beyond the capacities that will be put in the next season. It was confirmed recently that away supporters will be returning to the iconic Glasgow derby in the 24-25 season. They've been locked out of clashes this term due to safety concerns by Celtic. And those safety concerns were, again, raised yesterday and today with the footage that has come out. It's totally unacceptable in this day and age. You know, let the mutants have their own say in their own stadium, but do not let them in Celtic Park. A lot of people are saying it was a classic 3-3 draw, but Celtic had it all wrapped up. And the fact is, next term, Celtic will see 2,500 fans will be allocated at Ibrox. At Celtic Park, there'll be 3,000 fans because we have the bigger stadium. Yes, we do have the bigger stadium. Bigger and better. Everyone is green and white as gold, as they say. And we'll have to accept 3,000 of them. The fixture is it's been put into the SPFL and the SFA have implemented it due to it is basically what UEFA gives. So Bisgrove confirmed that attendances for visiting fans would not turn to their pre-2018 levels, with affected Rangers supporters kicking up fuck, really. And we all know why. We all know why they reduced the allocation in the first place in 2018. Because they were getting beat so many times. And even yesterday, there was a chance they were going to get beat, and they celebrated a draw. Yes, they celebrated a draw like they were winning the Champions League title. The manager went onto the pitch and went up to his adoring mutants behind the goal, known as the Union Bears, the Onion Bears, and he lapped up the applaud of a 3-3 draw. Neil Lennon has come out and said, in my time, a 3-3 draw would be seen as the defeat by both sides of the city. They would say it is not a good result. But in this day and age, it shows you how far the new club has come, how far it's come since 2012 from its inception, from the old Rangers that died after liquidation. Liquidation is permanent. Disappointment. Well, you can get over disappointment, can you? You can't get over liquidation. Anyway, we go on. Some of the comments to the reporting of this are absolutely comical, but then you get the usual nonsense also. But then we'll start off with Stacey. She says, maybe instead of releasing statements about how unacceptable it is, maybe take it further, says Stacey. Rab says, when are the Scottish FA, the SPFL, and at Celtic, when are you collectively going to take this matter seriously? Our coaching staff and technical area have been targeted on numerous occasions. Now, glass bottles thrown at Matt O'Reilly, Joe Hart's penalty area targeted with broken glass, and nothing done about it. The only way is to scrap these old firm Darburys and make them play behind closed doors. Oh dear, UEFA should step in, as the SFA will turn the usual blind eye, revoke it to an operating licence, will soon put a stop to it. I'm sorry, but well past the time that something has to be done about this, says Trisha. It would be all over the press if it was Celtic that had done it. Someone's going to get seriously hurt one day. And then one person says, Will Wilson says, shut their hate-filled stands and nothing will happen to Newco, says Wendy. And then a Rangers fan says, it was only a half bottle. And there you go. That's the kind of nonsense that you're expected to put up with in Scotland. Unfortunate for yous that have to put up with this on a daily basis. Another one says the ground should be closed for the rest of the season. Well, that won't happen, but there should be something done because it's happening far too often in the Scottish game. There's no need for it whatsoever. People are at their work. Could you imagine that if someone walked into your work and smashed you over the head with a bottle for no apparent reason? For one reason, that you're maybe playing for a Catholic team. Well, on that note, think about that, because that's the reality of it. People going about their daily work and getting objects thrown about them. Could you imagine if somebody come into your work and smashed your dad over the head or your mum over the head? I'm sure you'd have something to say about it then. But until then, a lot of people in Scotland will just turn a blind eye to it, which is rather disappointing for the country that I call home. And on that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, all around the world.